Hello, everyone. Welcome to your weather update for Sunday, October 11th, 2020. We are going to get into the remnants of Tropical Depression Delta making its way towards the New York City metro region. In fact, I forgot to load up windy.com because I need to pull that up, of course. So that will load up in the background. But yes, we're going to get into um, Delta. We're going to give an update on the wildfires. And of course, we're going to talk about power outages that are still being felt in the South. So we'll get into that. First things first, let's get into the high that was supposed to be in New York in the mid to upper 70s. Surprisingly, according to the observatory, we only got to a high of 70 yesterday. So, a little disappointed that we might have missed out on our last chance for an 80-degree day. Sadly, Mother Nature had other plans, and I can't really go further back for an 80-degree day, but we don't know if this is our last chance to hit 70. I am seeing 74 maybe by the middle of the week, but we don't know. That's just a forecasted high, because Mother Nature always has other plans. So I want to get right into the wildfires, and I'll get into the forecast as we go along here. I'm not going to do a discussion today like I did yesterday because that was longer than it had to be. All right, so let's get to some good news. The glass fire is 90% contained in Napa County, California. Make sure I got you the right information. SOG fire, 97% contained. Making sure I got this correct here. August Complex fire, 74% contained. And lastly, the Creek fire, that is 55% contained. So that is good news that there's some improvement in Fresno. But as far as the complex fire, as far as the SOG fire, and as far as the glass fire, as of today, looks like the crews are still working on containing the fires. So let's go to California. Get to our numbers. California today has... I'm going to pull it up. Currently today, California has 13,005 customers. Let me move this a little bit to the left so you can all get a better idea here. Wow, a couple hot spots today. This is not good news. Let me just check SDG&E very quickly. Okay, so SDG&E, good job. Nothing in Imperial. That's what we want to see. So SDG&E is only down to 30 outages. So we want to see that. We want that good news. Southern California Edison SCE 2,327. PG&E 6,676. So a lot more outages still need to get resolved. But looks like here Contra Costa has about 5 outages. That's good news. Napa County, 1,668. You got Trinity County at 308. El Dorado County, almost 4,000 customers out. And let me just check. Santa Barbara, 321. Ventura, 1. LA has 246 out. And Orange has about 190. Okay, I just wanted to look at those numbers, I guess. So, total areas by outages, we're looking today. Good news for New York. There's only 924 out today. Connecticut has 8, and Massachusetts has 154. So that's good news. But I expect more outages tomorrow as the remnants of Delta do make its way to New York. So Louisiana, 282,286. I'm not going to go into clicking on each state because then that would be a waste of time. I just wanted to focus on California because with the wildfire situation, it's more desperate. But statewide, Louisiana has 282,286. Texas is 94, 94. Colorado had some severe weather, but I'm not going to get into that. And Mississippi has about 9,575 out. Okay. So Texas is still seeing outages too, which expected it, but hey, what can you do here? Okay, let's get into our worldview. I do apologize. Not the way we wanted it. Let me just click out of this. And we'll zoom in. Alright, on the worldview, as you can see here, most of the Northeast today and a lot of the Midwest has seen cloud cover. And that's because this is the big monster known as Delta. Clouds were seen over the New York City metro region today. As later tonight, conditions are expected to get worse. And going into the day on Indigenous Peoples Day, it's looking like a very bad situation with what's going on here. Here's more of the cloud cover from Weather Nerds. So you get an idea. But how do we figure out the rainfall from this? An accurate idea of rain is, I guess, better to go into it. So what we have to do is go on to my radar. So now we pull up the my radar. And as you can see here, a lot of the rain is mostly over the Carolinas. There's a band expected to make its way into Washington, D.C. Maybe a light band that's in Baltimore right now. But this is all expected to hit the New York City metro region during the day tomorrow on Indigenous Peoples Day. So let's get into the Google Chrome. So what I want to do is go into our images. This is a clear idea, I guess, of what the remnants look like of Delta. I can't really do an IR because then that would do it some injustice, I guess. Okay, so I want to go now to the Storm Prediction Center, get an idea of what the Day 2 outlook looks like. So right now, at this moment, we are not in a marginal risk in New York City for any severe weather. So that's good news. Let's keep it that way. There might be a better idea of it tomorrow, but I'm not going to get into any constructive criticism here. Okay, so now let's get into our forecast, and we will go to the radar models. Okay, first up, forecast. Conditions are expected to worsen tonight. Wind gusts are expected to be near 24 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation going into the evening and the overnight hours is 90%. New precipitation amounts between 1/4 and 1/2 inch of rain is possible on the day tomorrow for Indigenous Peoples Day. Steady rain is expected. Northeast winds is 16 to 18 miles per hour. Gusts are expected to be near 31 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation is 100%. New precipitation amounts between 1 and 2 inches are possible. Now, Monday night, rain is expected. Chance of rain 100%. The temperature is expected to rise near 60 degrees. Northeast wind 15 to 17 miles per hour with gusts as high as 28 miles per hour. So by the time this is all done, we're looking at maybe 2 to 3 inches of rain. Then on Tuesday, we're looking at clearing. Now, the issue with Tuesday is it's still going to be raining. And then the real clearing would be Tuesday night, and then the sunshine tries to return on Wednesday. But the issue is, do the clouds come back? Do we get actual clear blue sky? Okay, so we do stay in the 70s, which is a good thing. And then there's a chance of more rain Friday and Saturday. So, yeah, I mean, we could always look into it. Oh, look at this. More clarity right here on the radar images. Actually, we can get one more radar image. Yeah, Look at this. This is a more generalized idea of rain in the northeast. See that? Get you an idea of it. See, rain here, and then it slowly is making its way up to the east coast. So you want a generalized idea. That's the way we look at it. So now we're going to go on windy.com and look at the wind gust. That's what we want to do next. And on windy.com, we want to see how fast the wind goes. We want to see what it looks like the highest. So looking at it here come the wind gusts coming up, going into Monday. And then, see that? That looks like the remnants of Delta right there. Yeah. So let's see if we can get an idea of peak wind gust. I think this is an idea of the peak wind gust tomorrow night. So you're looking at a peak wind gust, and let me move this a little bit to the right so that way you all can get an illustration. I want you all to understand what I'm talking about here. So we're looking at a wind gust of near, I would say, in the 30s. Looks like Manhattan could see in the 28 mile per hour gust range we're looking at here. And then by the time we get to Tuesday morning, it clears out. But this is what concerns me right here. We're looking at Suffolk County. And right here we're looking at potential maybe 40 mile an hour wind gust alone from here, and that could produce power outages. And the last thing Suffolk County needs is more of this. Now, when we look at this on the NAM tells us that the wind gusts are going to be very bad in Nassau County tomorrow, where you got your 30 mile per hour wind gust, and then you're looking at your 40 mile per hour wind gust further out east, maybe close to 50 mile per hour wind gust. So, trying to see if we can load up the GFS and see if we can get an illustration here. Let me move it a little bit this way. There we go. Okay, so looking at our GFS model, we see here that the rain comes in, but the NAM is more specific. That's what we want to take a look at. So look at our NAM model, and we pull up the NAM. You can see here that the rain is slowly coming in. So there it is over Virginia. Then you got a heavy band of rain that could go into Delmarva tomorrow. So we're looking at chance of decent amount of heavy rain coming into at least a moderate rainfall in Delmarva. So we're looking at majority Delaware, Kent, Sussex County. Looking at that. Then you got the rain slowly moving up. Another band tries to make its way here. Now, looks like light rain, being honest, from what I'm making out. But when we look at the 24 hours, get an idea of it. Okay, so the NAM doesn't really think it's going to be that much heavy rain, I guess. I don't know why, but there's the general idea. There's the remnants right there. I could tell that's the little eye that wants to make its way through, which is the wind. You know, sometimes you don't see rain, you get the wind. And with the wind, we saw that with Isaias back in the summer. So sometimes these storms have very unique circumstances. So I just want to see if I can get the wind. I don't want that one. See that one. See, that's not what we want. So let me see what I can find. Don't want dew point. I'm trying to see if I could find the wind. That might help me here. Okay, good. Okay, so wind-wise, this is what we're looking at, maybe. Oh, my bad. That's Celsius. Thought there'd be something on the wind. Guess not. Okay, let me try this one then. I'm just looking around to see if I can find wind. Okay, maybe it's on the GFS. Okay. Because sometimes you get lucky with specific models. Yeah, here we go. We want the wind. Let's see if this has something to do with it. Ah, there we go. See, here comes the wind. There it is right there. Yep. So, I want to give you an idea of how this model works. So, on this model, it shows you the heavy wind, right? Shows you it. So, let's say we want to go back to Saturday. Okay, the wind isn't that bad. It's still windy, but it could be a whole lot worse. Now, we look at later tonight. Here comes the wind. This is what the wind could potentially look like later tonight. And then this is Monday. See that? We don't want that, but it looks like it's going to happen. And then it looks like the wind tries to die down on Tuesday. My bad, Wednesday. Still windy on Tuesday, but here's Wednesday. And then here's Thursday. So that's good news. That the wind does want to die down. Now, what we want to do next is look at the clouds. We want clouds. We want total cloud fraction. I'm thinking, no, I know my model too well. It's only on the GFS. That model I showed you was wind intensity. So wind intensity is a different thing I wanted to show you, because that's what I'm concerned about from a meteorological standpoint. Okay, here we go. We want to see if we can pull up now. We want in the now. We don't want later, we want now. So, I know tidbits is going to be a pain, but here we go. So you see here are all the clouds, as expected on Monday. So it's still going to be cloudy. All the rain's still going to potentially be here. Here's Tuesday, and here's the clearing on Wednesday. That's what we want. We want to see more of that. Now, it looks like Thursday it's going to... Actually, Friday looks like it's going to be clear in the northeast. And then here comes Friday night, maybe, with the rain we might get. And then there goes Saturday. Okay, so I think with that, we are going to wrap up this weather update. Let me move this a little bit to the left. As day goes into night, conditions are going to deteriorate in New York and a majority of the East Coast. So it's going to have to be closely monitored within the next 24 to 48 hours on what happens. I do expect infrastructure to be impacted. Power outages are definitely not out of the question. There could be a few downed trees. So a lot will have to be monitored in the next 2 days. So with that, we wrap this up. Thank you all very much for watching, and until the next one, please take care.